All right, we're live.
We're live.
Coming at you live from Austin.
We're really not, but it's okay.
All right, hey, I'm Ollie. This is Carl.
You can also call me Manbeast. But welcome to the first introductory video of our Ronin Games YouTube series.
Podcast thing.
Question mark.
Yes. We have no idea what we're doing, but we are excited because we've had a long-term dream, or particularly I have, but different dreams, right?
No, well, sort
but they
of.
have converged into
have.
a tabletop gaming space.
Yeah, he had all this really cool stuff and I just leeched super hard.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Yeah. So, we've been getting into the tabletop stuff. Cards, but also minis, because I have a problem. And I'd like to share.
He's addicted to cardboard.
And plastic.
Why? I have the same addiction. EVs.
So, we've got a new tabletop gaming space, which we've just renovated, and pretty excited about it. Looks pretty cool.
The same one that we've been using for the D&D intros and other things of that nature.
Yep, we've got a lot of space now, and we're going to be setting up tables very soon, actually.
Well, we're going to be setting that up in front of the camera. We're going to be making that stuff.
Yes.
Very amateur stuff. You're going to love it. Unless you know what you're doing, then you're going to watch us and you're going to hate it, and it's going to be awesome.
So we're all nerds here, and we like to share the nerddom. So not necessarily going to be better or amazing.
No.
But it's going to be fun.
It's going to be inclusive, which was my plan.
It's going to be an adventure.
It's going to be a crusade.
And noobs are welcome.
Very welcome.
So, we're all getting armies painted up, and they don't have to be great.
No, they're not.
Tabletop standard.
Mine's not gonna.
Mine are dripping in engine grease. Kind of likes to call them the
Is that
Iron
what we're
Babies.
calling Nolan Oil now, is it?
Mate, I've moved past Nolan Oil.
Oh,
man.
you have not.
I have.
You have not.
I have moved on to Abtalang 502. Yes. Got all oil paints. I saw that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oil paints.
Okay, fine.
Look,
oil paints.
I have products here. I need to sell them.
Well, we're going to be showing them off a bit.
I know. So, come on down. We're going to have painting days. We're going to have hobby days. And we're going to build stuff together, hopefully with some of you guys. And we're going to
We do have an entire crew that's going to be a part of this starting crusade, as we are going to be slowly but surely introducing, well, I don't know how else to explain it really. It's just we're going to be starting the 40k crusade as a way of getting our feet wet and several other people's feet wet as well. And we're not just going to be stopping there though. Necromunda, D&D, Mordheim. That's going to be exciting.
But you know what? I'd really like to. Let's branch out for a second.
All right.
Allow us to ramble for a moment. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 40k. I love it as a small scale tactics, like a skirmish combat.
You've got a fetish for Grimdark. Just tell people.
I do. Everything must be dripped in grease. Okay. Streaking grime is. But funny enough, my army doesn't actually use streaking.
No.
It doesn't, no. It uses engine grease.
It's engine grease.
It's literally called engine grease.
I know. I was almost confused for a second there. It was like, that's not how you pronounce Nolan Oil.
Streaking grime looks good on every army I paint except my own. Yeah.
Of course.
It just makes them look brown and kind of, I guess, grimy.
I mean, you could paint Kroot doing that, surely.
You can paint a lot of things. Yeah. So.
I now really want to see someone do something like a mechanic underneath a Lehman Russ battle tank that they just coded in that. Okay, yeah, that's a grease monkey under there.
I mean, I want to do a lot of other games too. I have an appetite far bigger than my actual ability to paint models, but there's Infinity.
There is.
Which is really, really cool.
There's also that board game stuff that we discussed at some point. More on that later though.
Yes.
We're still working out the kinks on that
Star Wars Legion.
Star Wars Legion, yeah.
Which is amazing because Star Wars. Yeah.
It's a
It does need more factions, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I would agree with that, because the most you get from what I've ever seen of more factions for Star Wars is it's almost timeline based.
It is. Yeah.
So it's like, oh, what are you talking about? There's like 6 factions. Yeah, they were never all around at the same time.
I think there's only 4. There's only 4, and there's only 2. There's like Rebels, Imperial, and then there's Separatists and Republic.
Yeah.
Anything else? I mean,
it's not coming to me right now.
Those clones do look, but
minty fresh.
and I do like the rules. I think they're quite good from what I've seen. They look actually
absolutely. Check
quite
it out.
well done. Yeah, it's really good. In fact, Play on Tabletop did a really good Battle of Scarif, Rogue One version.
I have to see this.
Amazing. But what I would like to do,
we might have to do links in the description.
I have seen recently people playing 40k as like 15 mil scale.
Oh, the ultra stuff?
Like epic scale.
Yeah.
But running with 40k or running even epic.
Don't know.
Dude,
it's not my jam. Dude, no, I want to hold the model and be able to know what I'm looking at.
I'm gonna do it.
I don't want to paint models with a brush that's got and hair on it.
Dude.
And now I shall paint his eyeballs.
That's when the alcohol comes into play.
I would literally be that sadistic dude with tweezers, like there's like the pot of null oil. Hold your breath. Just dunk him in.
Perfect.
Actually, no, I do the same thing with like Lord of the Rings models as well. I'd be Gollum the entire time I'm doing it. I'm like, into the hobbit cells, into the null oil. You cheap master chips. And then
the pit of fire.
And then look, odds are someone would like then walk into the room and go, "What are you doing?" And
that's basic. That's nothing they haven't seen before.
I'm role playing. Manbeast, what are you doing? Role playing.
It's all about practicing.
I'm practicing. Yes. and what technique was that? Dunking. I was dunking. Takes me back from when I was a kid. You know, those little dunkaroos. I'm rambling now.
That's what editing's for.
Yes.
So yeah, we have a lot of things we'd like to do, but we've got to start with one.
We've got 1,000 ideas on the table, and
on.
every single time I try to discuss those wonderful ideas with this beautiful man, I have to deal with like all of his fanboys like interrupting us every time, and it is so hard to get this to move forward. But that's why we're here now. Audience? Question mark.
Yeah. So we're going to run a crusade called.
Antioch.
Crusade to Antioch?
Yeah.
No, it's definitely not Antioch, right, guys?
No, but I like saying Antioch because it just reminds... Again, I've just got this mental
Antioch
image of Graham Chapman as King Arthur. Yeah. Brother Maynard, bring up the crusade to Antioch.
The number that you shall call shall not be 1 nor 2.
Nor space wolves. First, thou shalt count 2 white scars. No more, no less. White scars shall be the faction thou play, and the faction that thou play shall be white scars.
Speaking of which, Carl plays white scars.
Yeah.
He this is as painted as he's gotten so far.
Oh.
We want to do some videos of it. I've gotten a few Iron Warriors fun things going, and I've got a great idea for them. But why don't you tell us your idea, Carl?
For my army?
Yes.
I was going to try and play White Scars to their absolute nth degree, as in everything's either going to be on a bike or in a land speeder, because you've got to go fast. Rhinos? What the hell for? They're not fast. If I took all the armor plating off and put an extra engine in it, I just realised the Dark Mechanicum might be watching.
And but suddenly you just go like...
this huge stamp just gets smashed over the camera. Yeah. It's just after that a black screen.
Extirpated by order of the Inquisition. Yeah.
Which order would I be so graciously overlooked but also overseen by to be censored like that? I really hope it's the Ordo Malleus because they're such level-headed dudes.
Ordo Malleus, Ordo Xenos, what's the other one? Ordo Hereticus. Yeah.
Those are the 3 main ones, but there's a lot more than that. Like there's Ordo Chronos as well.
What's Chronos?
I imagine it's got to do with time. There's the Ordo Vigilata. No. I think I'm mispronouncing that one. No, there is a lot.
So
Ordo Originatus.
Speaking of the Inquisition,
I hope I'm right about that.
There is the old game Inquisitor.
Yes.
And
the old role-playing stuff. Do you mean, or?
Well, it was like a half role-playing, half miniatures game. 75mm scale.
Dead set.
And I would like to paint those models, but also...
We'll record that too.
Making the terrain would be like really
fun. We're going to have to make the terrain.
But there is also Inquisitor 32mm. or 28 mil, sorry. Ink 28.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically like Grimdark as all hell. So I like it.
Yeah, that is your thing.
It is.
I still don't understand, and hopefully the audience will get behind me on this one. I really want to convince this guy to play Age of Sigmar with me. Like, really.
Maybe. The models look cool. I just, I like fantasy. As in Warhammer fantasy.
That's why we're doing that's why we're doing Mordheim.
Yes.
We're not neglecting.
And the things you can do with, like, okay.
There is nothing
Sigmar's
that you
fine.
can do in that old stuff that you can't do in Age of Sigmar.
Sigmar's fine, but it's like, when you like your
Sigmar is best.
when you like your steak medium rare, you like it medium rare. You don't like it well done or undercooked.
That's because that is the only way to eat meat, and I would defy anyone that says otherwise.
Correct, yeah.
If you are watching this and do like your steak well done, don't let us know in the comments
The
below, because I
Inquisitor,
don't
the
want
Auto
to ban you.
Hereticus. Auto Hereticus will be in touch.
Yeah, seriously, they will, I bet.
Like you cut your egg from the top or the bottom. the big
No, can we not get into this? Because eventually the bog roll one's going to come.
Oh my god!
Damn it! I brought it up!
My uncle had things to say about that.
I bet he did! I bet he did! I bet that topic went on for as long as a bog roll.
Longer.
Oh, yeah! How long did that topic go for? About a 16 pack now.
Mate, we're still enough into warfare. It was great. Yeah, so you have everything on a bike. Come in full circle now.
Yes.
Everything's on a bike.
Hi, full circle. Everything is on a bike.
Land speeders?
And land speeders, that's what I
Are
want.
you going to go talons and things like that, like flying players?
All of it. I want to, okay, the flying ones, I need to relook at the models, if I'm honest. Odds are I'll end up taking them.
Pretty
because
cool.
They probably are. This is.
It's all about lightning attack. So,
yeah.
Hear me out.
I want to hit hard and fast.
Hear me out, though.
Yeah.
40k flyers don't feel like flyers.
Not when they're that low to the table.
They're like low hovering things that you can flame and charge even. Can you charge them? I think you can charge them.
I think you can.
It's just hard to hit them.
I do actually have the rule book out here.
I get this concept of like a mass of conscript guardsmen charging an orc fighter bomber and like, and then like bayoneting it.
No, that makes sense to me, because as far as the orcs are concerned, that's possible.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, the orcs believe that could happen. The Imperial Guard, you can imagine the commissars going, all right, lads, charge the flying ship. And there's like the sergeant's like looks back, he's got his chainsaw, his las pistol, he's heard what the commissar said, he has to then relay that to the rest of his boys, and he's like, oh yeah, you heard him, like, we're going to charge the... And meanwhile the pilot's like, oi, Dave's coming for a charge, quick, list lazily to the left.
100%.
And then it worked.
100%.
And then it worked.
But if it's possible, it's possible.
I'm so imagine that poor sergeant having to relay what the orcs just did to the commissar. I'm sorry, sir, they listed lazily to the left. I understand, but I don't accept failure.
It was hard to hit them. They were at 4,000 feet and traveling 300 k's an hour.
That sounds to me like there wasn't enough faith in the Emperor, boy.
Nothing the last pistol to the temple won't fix. Yeah, we do love our commissars. Yes, so
they're not all that extreme,
okay, so
but
flyers,
my god, do I love playing that.
Flyers, the scale is the problem with 40k.
Is it though?
Well, I love 40k. Mostly for...
You do have a hard on for Grimdark, so I'm going to assume.
Yeah, it's Grimdark is
you
great.
can you know what else?
This is why
what else gives you away that you like Grimdark? You play Chaos of all things,
well,
and you clearly want everyone to hate you, so you play Iron Warriors.
We just have no friends. We're better than everybody else, right? That's how it works, surely. Yes.
I really want to convince someone in the Crusade to play Imperial Fists. I want to see.
A friend of mine asked me to paint up a dreadnought for him.
Imperial Fist.
Imperial Fist colours.
Did you like?
And I was like,
paint it up and then go, right, well, as an Iron Warrior, I have to do this now.
I painted it brown, and he went, why'd you paint it brown? I said, because it's covered in poo. Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the professionalism of this man. Staggering!
I have to be true to the cause, reference.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Some of us like to do this little thing called role playing.
So anyway, yes, the brown, it's still brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would love Imperial Fist to be in the game because then I could at least
Lose
try
to
to
that.
kill. Yeah,
You'd probably lose.
But they are Primaris and all this. I don't like Primaris either. I'm going to give you this. I like the models.
How do you... The Primaris, they're new boys.
I don't like the concept. Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay. Guys,
Hear me out.
Hear him out. I know you're yelling at the screen right now going, what the heck?
Hear me out.
You're an Iron Warrior. You're already a heretic.
I am a heretic.
What new nonsense is this?
I'm allowed to do this because I'm a heretic. Okay, so...
And because you own this entire thing or something.
Well, I also, currently I'm not even selling 40k, so,
We'll cross that bridge when we get to... We're supporting the hobbies because we are a hobby store.
We just want to play.
Well, you are a hobby store. I don't actually work here. But...
That's right. Cross that bridge. So, here's why.
Okay.
It is the grim darkness of the far future.
So I'm told.
Forget the promise of progress and technology. There shouldn't be... it's a decayed empire where...
Decaying.
And continuing to decay. Mm-hmm. And it's getting worse all the time. And it's just endless war, which is not great for
losing more worlds, typically, to my understanding.
Yes.
I don't know if there is some worlds that they're trying to conquer
deep
at the same
superstition
time,
from...
Actually, no, the Black Templars are usually conquering shit, but...
Carl.
Sorry.
My God, man.
No, I'm sorry.
So, it's decaying, and we have a lot of superstition and all that sort of stuff. From...
Misinformation, ill education.
Correct, right? So, all of a sudden, we have this hope and future and wow, all this shiny stuff and this fancy technology like...
Praise be to Belisarius, Cole!
All of a sudden, wow, we've got these guys that can't be corrupted, and I'm like, the whole point of them is that they can be corrupted. That was the whole point of them. The friggin' Primarchs got corrupted. You're telling me that the Primarchs...
They didn't start corrupted. That was Erebus's fault.
I'm not saying whose fault it is. I'm just saying it happened.
To give credit entirely where it's due...
They're literally the sons of the Emperor.
To give credit entirely where it's due, there was nothing about the Horus heresy that went according to plan on either side. Even when Horus was looking at who joined him, if you've read a lot of the backlore and things like that, even when Horus was looking at who joined him and who didn't, I reckon there would have been at least 50% of them where Horus was standing there going, this was not who I expected to join me.
Probably.
I mean, you've got to keep this in mind. Horus was the first one to be upset about Ferrus Manus' death. When Fulgrim was like, yeah, man, I totally cut his head off. We don't have him as a problem anymore. Go me, said Fulgrim. And Horus is like, bruh, that's our brother. So to give credit where it's due, he was the first one to be like, you were supposed to recruit Ferrus Manus.
Oh.
Not kill him.
Oh, was that what we were doing?
Dude. There's probably more lore on that, don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's not like I'm...
Look, you know more...
I'm not the suppository of...
You know more about the heresy than I do, but...
I've read...
I don't think that this universe is one that would suddenly turn around. I mean, look, there's most ridiculous things in this, but it just feels like to me...
I know, I've heard your opinion on Olympus.
That was dumb. That was lazy writing. Get new names, people. Don't...
Superior car noises.
Yeah.
That's why I'm...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there's other factions to also play and paint when the time
I used to collect the Dark Elder.
Good times.
Yeah, they were, actually.
I mean, Gamora. Right? Get new names, guys. Yeah.
It is
please.
It is a bit on the nose.
Use your own names.
It is a bit on the nose.
I like the name Eldari, for example, better than Eldar.
Yeah.
Because Eldar is literally like space elf, right? And I'm like, please, no, why do they have... And, okay, so...
It's evolved
Protoss
positively.
Protoss are a copy of the Eldar because StarCraft is actually...
Yeah, I've heard.
In my opinion, a rip-off of 40k.
Look,
but you know what?
I play a few of the StarCraft arcade games with my mates, and I do kind of enjoy the StarCraft lore and all that jazz.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it really is, I don't care by comparison to 40k stuff.
Oh, totally. Don't
get me wrong, I do get it,
it's
and
cool.
I like it. I'm just really garbage at it.
But they got the Space Marines and all stuff. But you know what? I think that their lore for the Protoss and the way the Protoss look.
Well, definitely a lot more writing went into that.
Yeah.
The whole color thing.
If you look at where 40k came from. It was like what, late 70s, early 80s, something like that, right?
Rogue Trader or something like that, was it?
And so it's like it came from like D&D roots and things like that. So it makes all.
We owe a lot to D&D.
We do.
And if you
Magic.
wish to learn D&D, do come and join us, by the way. But
Yes, we'll be running D&D as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're hoping to do some more photo shoots. Well, I say photo shoots, that's not exactly the right word. It's more like when we've got ourselves DMing the tables, we actually do want to be like, hey, check it out.
Yeah.
Come and join us. We'll teach you D&D.
It's gonna be good.
And 40k.
It's gonna be good.
Really,
Anyway, I've finished none of my points, but I think we've had a good ramble.
We've had one waffle.
We will.
We then continued into another waffle, but it's okay.
That's how it rolls. It's how it rolls.
Look.
Look, I can't wait for these things to be painted. They're going to be amazing. Maybe we'll do some videos of it or something.
We are doing
Depends on
videos
how
of
much
that.
time we'll have to get behind the camera and do the editing and all that.
I have all the time in the world, but I'm not the problem now.
Yes. Laughs in parent.
Laughs in not parent, but knows enough.
Yeah.
So, thanks for making it this far in the video, I guess. But we're going to be changing up where we're going to be filming next time because it is very hot here. But it's okay. So, do see us in the next couple of videos as we basically get started with this long-going dream of ours, because my God, this has been in the works in terms of ideas and bouncing and things of that nature for a long time. Like, really, at least 2 years. Probably longer, in hindsight. But
For me, longer.
yeah, for you longer, I suppose.
Yeah, way longer.
Yeah, I mean, I just met you and decided I'm getting behind this guy. However many years ago that was now, it's like 4 or 5 now, Jesus.
5 years, yeah.
5 years. So, do see us in the next couple of videos where we're basically going to be bringing this idea to life, and do let us know what you think, and basically, don't feel embarrassed. Come check it out. We're all welcoming here. That was the entire idea of creating a community.
Yeah.
And we fully believe it. Or at least I do. He's biased.